you hate getting thrown in judo? You're going to think this is dumb, but something that a lot of the most highly skilled judoka can do is really quite advanced gymnastics. I know that probably not everyone in judo is going to be able to do this, but I didn't say I was going to do that. But imagine that she goes for no soto and I'm able to do something a little bit like that. No score. Obviously my partner let go of me there. Sometimes they might, sometimes they're not. This is a last ditch attempt to not get splatted. Okay? Osotogari, standard backflip. Okay? What about if she goes for a standing Seanagi? I know it looks stupid, okay? I genuinely know you're thinking this, right? But being able to twist in the air, being able to move, being able to stop yourself landing on your back is a really important strategy. I'll show you one more, out of Taitoshi. How do you practice this? Probably in a dojo, not somewhere that doesn't have crash mats and a soft floor. But we obviously practice doing our Mei Ukemi, front break falls. So as a reminder, what is Mei Ukemi? Hutsa! I'm landing, feet, arms, nice big hip. I'm not landing with my arms straight. I'm landing, nice bend. My stomach's not hitting the ground. I'm absorbing that fall. How can we make that a little bit more advanced? Maybe we can add a little twist in. It sounds stupid, I know it does. It's a really good thing to throw in on your warm-ups. Get you used to moving, spinning in the air, not landing on your back. I did 10 years of free running and gymnastics before I did judo, and a really important rule when you're doing flips and tricks out on concrete is you do not land on your back. Landing on your knees and your hands is always better than landing on your back. And that translates really well to judo. Being able to land on your front or on your side rather than on your back so you don't get scored on. Second stage of defending a throw. We use gymnastics to get out of the throw if all else fails. But let's say that our partner goes for an attack like a haragoshi and I feel it coming. I'm going to brace. What does bracing mean? It means using my hips. Going into her hips. Notice how I'm not allowing my chest to be connected with her chest. I'm keeping myself far away. I'm bracing so that she is not able to throw me. Okay? So for haragoshi or makikomi or whatever, or something like that, uchimata again, when she comes in for that haragoshi, my hips are going into her. I'm using my hips, my strength, okay? This is what we get from doing deadlifts in the gym, that feeling of pushing our hips forward, bending our knees, pushing our hips, and lifting a person, because this hand, I'm pulling her into me. I'm trying to stop myself from being pulled this way. I'm trying to, when she goes for it, trying to brace. Notice how she took a step. That's because I've braced. I've been able to stop, kill her attack, make her less able to attack. And then I can start. Then I can start hitting with my counters when they come back at me. Whether you want that to be a tanitoshi, an uranagi, ushiragoshi, utsuragoshi, some other ones, they're all good, but they all come from that bracing of your hips, connecting to their hips and killing their attack. So we've done gymnastics, and we've done bracing. One that's probably going to be the most useful for you and come up the most often is using our kumikata, using our grips to defend the throws. Now, what does that mean? If I know Kirsten does a lot of makikomi, because I know she does, I train with her all the time, I know she wants to get this hand, boom, going across me. So I'm going to use my grips to make sure that she doesn't feel like she's able to do that. So often we can do this just by doing anything to control the strong side. That's usually a very effective way of stopping people doing any turn throw. I've got a video on that I'll link at the end. But particularly with some throws like makikomi, I know she needs this hand to get free. So I'm going to try, and maybe I would usually be pushing this hand down, maybe I don't want to do that because it actually allows us to take it off. Maybe I'm now going to be pulling this in. But I know that I'm able to get her hand as far away from this side of me as possible. She is not going to be able to hit her makikomi. Kirsten, give me your best shot. Another great example of this. Let's say I know Kirsten's a Marote Seanagi player. She really wants to whip that elbow across. So what am I going to do? I'm going to put this elbow as far away from this position as possible. She wants to get her elbow to my armpit. I am not going to let her do that. I'm going to keep that as far away, and I can do that by pushing over here, here, but all of this comes from my kumikata, my gripping, and my knowledge of judo. Every throw has a good counter to it. I'll probably do a video at some point on like the different types of grips you can use to defend every single throw, but Morote would want to get that elbow as far away from their arm as possible because we know that that's an attack they're going to be trying to do. Makikomi, we want to control this hand. A lot of them, you want to control this hand. Uchimata, you want to stop them getting this over the top grip. Same with Haragoshi. I want to do anything to stop that grip. But the core principle here is using our grips, using our hands to stop their attack before it even happens. If you've ever been fighting people and you've gone, I don't understand why I'm not able to throw this person. Let's say again, like I'm a Morote Sinagi player, person to be pushing my elbow down to my hip, and I'm like, especially for low grades who haven't done as much judo, why am I not able to, why do I not feel like I can turn? Because she's a better judo player than me, in this hypothetical, and she's able to pin that elbow to my hip. I'm not going to be able to throw. I can try and then it will be rubbish, watch. And then she's going to counter me. And as in all my videos now, I'm going to get my Uchi to throw me. I should have dodged. I should have subscribed to Blind Judo Journey and learned how to defend the throws. If you do want to learn more about, especially that kumikata, how to stop people from doing those big throws on you and making people feel like they're not able to throw you, then check out this fundamental principle on controlling the strong side that your coach probably never taught you. But until then, if you want to follow me on my blind judo journey into international visually impaired judo, please make sure to like, comment, share and subscribe. Soromade.